Matty, first game back on the weekend. Tell us, how's the hamstrings?
Yeah, good. It was good to get back out in the park, and the body felt good. I sort of played limited game time a little bit, but yeah, it was definitely good to get back out there with the boys.
Can you just tell us about the hammies? You've had a few problems with them this year, and it sounded like you were very close the week before in a late withdrawal. Like it must be it's an ongoing bit of an issue, isn't it?
Yeah, it is frustrating at times. I was close to playing last week, but I did a fitness test the morning of the game and didn't feel like I was quite right, which is probably the right call in hindsight, because when I was leading up to this game, I felt 100%, which was good, and the boys got a good win against Freo, so all worked out well. But yeah, it's constantly just trying to make sure that I'm recovering well from each game. But unfortunately, I've had a couple of setbacks this year.
Completely new midfield since you've come back in. I mean, pre-injury and post. Like it's. Can you tell us about the mix on the weekend and how you felt? Alex Sexton and Tuke Miller and the other sort of the new midfielders, I suppose, went.
Yeah, it's great to see those boys getting some opportunities, and they're playing really good footy, which is great. So I think it's an exciting future for the club if we got those guys standing up now, because when we get those other guys back, there's going to be great competition for spots. And you look at the best sides, that's what they've got. They've got great depth, especially through the midfield. So yeah, it's exciting for the club, and the next 4 weeks, hopefully we can keep standing up and get a few more wins.
It's a lot of pressure on not many bodies in that midfield. I guess you've come back in last week. Is there a concern that those midfielders particularly might run out of legs with the extra responsibility they've had to take?
We're definitely not looking at it that way. We're excited about the games that we've got coming up, especially this weekend against a side that's absolutely flying and got great inside and outside balance in their midfield. They're hard and tough, but they've also got some speed on the outside. So these are the games you want to play in. You want to test yourself against the best sides, and we're going to make sure we prepare well and give ourselves every chance to have a good crack at them.
How does the Giants midfield stack up compared to the rest of the comp in your opinion?
Oh, they're as good as anyone going around, and obviously they've got a very good ruckman who's in good form. So yeah, they're as good as anyone going around, and as I said, it's just a great opportunity to see where we're at, and I think those young guys will be pretty excited to take them on.
You mentioned their ruckman. Mumford is probably one of the most dominant in the comp, and that contest is going to be super important, I imagine, this week, because like you said, they do run so well both ways.
Yeah, Tommy Nichols has been giving us a good contest. Obviously, Gawn on the weekend, he was flying, and he's been in some great form. So it's not going to get any easier for Tommy this week, but he's staying super positive, and he's working super hard on improving every week, and yeah, hopefully he can do a big job this weekend.
Mate, we're almost at the end of your first season. You came over here to add a bit of experience. What have you made of the first season on the coast, and particularly where the SUNS are set up at the moment?
Yeah, it's gone quick, but I've really enjoyed the opportunity to come over and work with some young talented guys and help fast track their development, and it's been good to see how much growth there has been, even in the last 6 weeks. Just the improvement of some of the guys, it has me really optimistic about the future and the direction that we're heading. It's a really united group. We've been through some tough times this year, but it's been great that everyone's stuck together and hasn't fractured, which is a real positive.
We hear that term a lot, growth. Can you elaborate on that a little bit, and I guess give the public out there a bit of an insight into how and why you think the group's developed this year?
Well, I think a real positive sign has been the training standards. Probably what the fans don't get to see, the work that goes in during the week, but just to see the way the boys are preparing. They're learning every week, and the training standards have really lifted as the year's gone on, which is great. And as we know, you've got to put in the work to get the results, and the boys have realised that, and they've done something about it, which is good. And I think it's showing out on the weekend. We've definitely improved the last 7 to 8 weeks, and even with the injury list. So yeah, it's a good sign.